Guys, welcome once again to Football Theatre, where all footballing activities are brought to book. We all at Football Theatre are sending our best wishes to the Nigerian community and, of course, those being affected in Nigeria as we speak. Moving on quickly to footballing activities, we saw a lot of movement on deadline day. Can we have a talk through signings on deadline day and which deals surprised you the most? Akala.
Yo, hello everyone. Well, for me, I wouldn't say there was a surprise or anything out of the blue like that. You know, on deadline day, Man United got Cavani on free. They got Celeste at the left back. Also, they got a midfielder, Ben Godfrey. Yeah, then also, like all Arsenal fans would like to say, they love to party. Thomas Partey came to the party. Also, there was Theo Walcott from Everton to Southampton. You know, that's where he started his career from. Then also we have Robin Olsen from Everton, Gustav Cheek from Chelsea to Fulham on his long season loan. We also like Amad Diallo from Atlanta to Man U, and also the newly promoted Leeds. As you can see, they've been doing something showing what they're capable of in the Premier League. They also signed a winger called Rafinha.
Okay, that's thank you for that insight on the transfer news. Recently, due to the COVID-19 situation, Premier League's club still spent a whopping sum of 1.4 billion on signings. What are your thoughts, Remy?
Well, like we all know, the pandemic actually affected so many things. So many clubs don't have as much finance which they usually used to have. I think the very few clubs who actually could throw cash around when it comes to buying players, people like Chelsea, they had a ban and Champions League and everything. And for clubs like Arsenal, which nobody actually expected they were going to pay the release clause because of everybody expecting due to the pandemic, they won't be able to buy players. Even Man United had issues like that. They couldn't sign their star player, Sancho, who is a player of Borussia Dortmund. But the truth about it is, any which way you look at it, obviously the pandemic had actually and really affected how clubs had to spend their money this season. You can imagine if there was no pandemic, I'm sure would have had over 2-point-something billion pounds. So you could imagine the effect that the pandemic had on it. Well, let's just hope and see. There's still the January transfer window. With the January transfer window, so many clubs, maybe if by then fans are allowed into the pitch, they might have to spend more. But, well, it's a big surprise anyway. With the pandemic, they were still able to spend that much.
Okay, so we can only wait until the January window to see if there will be further signings on that, yeah?
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think about the new England squad, Bosco?
The new what?
What do you think about the new England setup? The new England setup. We had a new players adopted.
Oh, you mean even? Okay, I think it's a good development for the English national team. But you see the likes of Kevin Lowe, who brought his Everton form to the team, alongside with Danny Ings. They were fantastic yesterday. So it's a big progress for them. I'm also is doing a very good job for them right now. So let's see what happens. The England have been back for so many years now. They've not won any European Cup. So let's see if this crop of players can perform and win the trophy for them.
Any other comments or details on the New England team? Anyone?
Yeah, well, for me, I think the New England squad, you realize that this set of guys, like their first 11 yesterday that played against Wales, it was almost like a new 11. It was more like a new set of players. And you can see they delivered. You understand? Unlike the old boys who we are used to. And you can see these are guys who are really, really hungry. But I think for England, it goes beyond just the crop of players that they have. They have the players. Another thing that you also have to look into the England squad is management. Will Southgate be able to put those guys together for them to deliver those results? You might have a bunch of wonderful players, but if you don't have a great management to back them up and put out the best team, then at the end of the day, you might not have any good result. But yesterday was a wonderful result for them.
Yeah, it was. But when you meet the old players with the new ones, the likes of Harry Kane, Sterling, Sanchez, and all that, I think they'll probably have a formidable for long run. That's what I think. So for now, they are good to go. That's all I have to say about the team currently.
Okay.
Moving.
Okay.
The weaker, I mean, guys, they play against the weaker team. So I'm expecting them probably when they play with bigger team, let's say in Europe, when they play with France, Germany, or Portugal, then we can say, okay, they have arrived. For now, that's it. Normal England, no changes at all.
Okay.
I think I go with Demola on that.
Okay. Moving quickly, what are your thoughts on the Euro qualification results so far, Demola?
Well, I went through their live scores yesterday, and I see the way they played yesterday. It was not that bad. It's just a first start for after a long time in EPL and all Serie A games and everything. But let's see how it goes for now. They are playing on Sunday. Let them play on Sunday before we can actually justify their games. But for now, it's just a normal thing for me, honestly. I see no changes. England winning 3-0 against Wales is a normal thing against Wales. Let them play with bigger teams, play with France, play with Spain, play with Portugal. Then we see the test of time,
Okay. Finally, the Super Eagles face Algeria much later today. Can we see off the North African side comfortably, Remy?
Well, like we all know, the North African teams have always been the teams on the continent to give us real tough time. Well, and Algeria has some wonderful players right now. We have Mahrez on the team. We have some wonderful, excellent players in the Algerian side. Also, does the Super Eagles have wonderful players, new crop of players. So it's really going to be like a platform where so many of all these new guys who have come into the team will have the opportunity to showcase why they should still be on the team. So it's really a very dicey one, actually. We don't want to use the old results that we always had against our North African counterparts to judge what will be happening today.
The old actually stand, the old result which actually stand. But I think this guy might be in goal tonight. What's his name? This guy from is it German team or Holland division?
Yeah, the guy he plays for Mainz, I think.
If the guy can be in goal and probably Osimhen is not coming. I don't know who is going to start for us tonight. But let's see. We are hoping.
Okay.
I think I'm happy. It's just a friendly game because checking our record against North African teams, we've not been doing pretty well with them. So far so good. I think it's just a friendly match. So let's see what happens. But basically, our record has been poor against North African teams, and checking it backwards. So that's what is friendly. Let's see what happens. But I think we're trying to build a very good team right now. I mean, the Super Eagles, they're trying to build a very good team. They're inviting some new players right now. So let's see what will happen after the game. Then we can decide and say, okay, maybe our team is ready to face some European teams ahead.
So we are not sure of taking all 3 points tonight.
We are not sure.
I see it as 1-1 game. I see it as a 1-1 game, or probably Tunisia going through us.
I see the game as 2.
Okay, 2-1, 1-1. Remy and Akala, any predictions for our viewers?
Well, I'll choose not to say anything because, like I said, it's a very dicey one.
Akala,
I don't know why you're so confident about the Super Eagles.
Well, for me, I'll go with the North Africans.
You are betraying your mother's land.
No. I saw the team in camp and I was like, I don't know. I am not sure.
Is the lineup out?
No, like he's talking about those who reported at camp.
I'm talking about the teams. Those reported in the...
Is Iwobi in the camp?
Yes, he is.
By looking at Iwobi last 2 games with Everton, I think he's trying to step up his game. After a long season without having like 5 goals in the season, he might. So I watched their last game against Wales. I don't know, against their last team. I think they are going to do something more spectacular this night. But definitely, if Mahrez is playing, your defense is very weak and weaker every day. So we can get trashed, but stab your mother's land. I'm thinking Nigeria 2-1.
Okay, so Nigeria 2-1, Nigeria 1-1. We can only wait to see, and we wish the Super Eagles good luck in their game against Algeria, and we hope they make us proud.
1x.
Okay. Okay. So any vote of thanks for any comments for our viewers? Anyone?
Yeah, for me, I just want to say for Nigerians out there, those out on the street protesting, let's stay safe. We all want a better country for ourselves and for our children. And we hope after this period of protests, I think hopefully things will improve. So,
yeah.
So Nigerians...
It's a massive decisions by Nigerian youth. And I'm supporting them too. And I hope we get a very good result after the protest.
Exactly. No one is left out. This battle that is going up in Nigeria currently, this protest. So I just pray our leaders is going to hear us and end the SARS immediately. We don't want to reform. We want them to end it. So God will help them if they want to help us also. But I doubt if they're going to end this thing because they feel, most times we don't want to go into politics these days, but look at this guy that got killed, Tiamiyu. Tiamiyu is a footballer, and we are discussing about football this afternoon. Definitely, we need to reckon to his past. You understand? When he was killed because of his look and everything, and he was a footballer. So everything about police, whatever, it needs reforming and changes generally. I hope they will put an end to this appalling situation we are facing ourselves.
Okay, so we